think Gordy mentioned before that for 5 of the absolute longest years of my life, I was a grade 9 school teacher. I got so tired of those guys, I was like, okay, I gotta quit here and do something else. And I remember the day I quit, it was May 21st, 2:47 p.m. in the afternoon. And I looked at the clock and I thought, that's it, I've had it. And I closed my door in my classroom and I walked down the hall and I went into the principal's office and I said, don't schedule me next year, I'm not going to be here. And he kind of got this panic look in his face, like, oh man, did you get a better job in another school? And I said, no, I'm going to be a songwriter, I've decided. And he said to me, hey John, I didn't know you wrote songs. And I said, I don't, but I mean, how hard can it be? It can't be that hard, is it? You know, write some lines, you know, A-B, I get rhyme schemes, you know, learned that in grade 6. So, anyhow, I figured I better go tell my dad and my mom, and they live in Calgary, Alberta, I live in Fort McLeod, Alberta, and I drove up, and I need to tell you for this next song, my dad's a carpenter, he's been a carpenter since he was 13, and he's going to be 72 this April, he still works full-time on the job site, he's one of those guys that, if he doesn't croak on the job site, he's going to be really mad at himself. That's, you know, he loves to work. And anyhow, I remember I said, Dad, I'm going to quit teaching and I'm going to be a songwriter, I've decided. And he didn't say, oh, I didn't know you wrote songs, because he knew I didn't write songs. He just said, to me, great line. And my dad said to me, well, son, you don't have to go with the grain. And I remember thinking, the hell does that mean, Dad? What advice is that? But then I thought about it, you know, as I drove home, I was thinking, you know, well, Dad, you know, he's been drinking again, and that's the kind of advice that... But he wasn't. He actually gave me a really great piece of sage advice, and I'll put it down in this song. Come on, Scott. Let's let me do that. Of his dusty worn-out jeans, and a little more rolled up in the cuffs of his suit. At night he dreams in yellow birch, and he dreams in solid oak. When they painted the fur at the old church, well, his heart is damn near broke. He said, I know you come here for some fatherly advice, but there's little I can tell you to get you through this life. Oh, I do know it ain't easy, and sometimes it don't make sense, but everything that means anything you'll learn standing at this bench. Oh, stop talking lies to stay straight, I measure twice before you cut. You'll always bend a nail if you drop it to a knot. A little oil on your whetstone keeps a good edge on your flame, but don't find a word of what you heard. You don't have to go with grain. Son, you don't have to go with grain. He said, I'm just a dreamer, I wouldn't change if I could. Only dreams crash and burn when they're made of wood. But I've seen a world with no seams, one where there's no nails, and sometimes I've imagined the world just dovetails. Oh, stop talking lies, stay straight, and measure twice before you cut. You'll always bend a nail if you drive it through a knot. A little oil on your whetstone keeps a good edge on your flame, but don't buy a word of what you heard. You don't have to go with grain. Son, you don't have to go with grain. Don't buy a word of what you heard. I'll say it once again. You don't have to go with the grain, son. You don't have to go with